Lovely. All right. So today, starting with one of our blocks in seated hero's pose. So you can take a block in between your heels. You've got all the different levels, angles to sit on. I like the flat, but you choose you. Place it in between your heels and just have a nice, comfortable seat. And your toes are untouched, so a little stretch for the tops of the ankles. Knees are in line with the hips. Just settle in here. We're going to be here for a few minutes, actually, connecting in with our breath. So feel free to either place palms on your thighs down for grounding, palms up towards the sky for some energizing energy restoration, or maybe bring a hand to heart and a hand to stomach. Actually, I want to scratch all that. Let's start with this awesome, you can have your hands on your thighs. If you'd like to bring your hands to your heart, let's spread our fingers wide, kind of interlace, so stagger one into the other like you're knitting, sort of weaving through, sort of like you've got this little gate, and then settle that on top of your heart. Then if you're in a safe, comfortable place where you feel your eyes can be closed, go ahead and let them flutter closed. Let your eyes start to soften and get heavy behind your lids. And then just sitting up nice and tall, shoulders over the hips. See if you can start to connect in with your breath. So let's start with a 4 count, nice, long, and slow. And breathe in, slow, full to that 4 count. And then that same count as you exhale, really slow, long, full, delicious, nourishing breaths. And just repeat that a few times on your own. Noticing when you breathe in, your belly rises and fills up, and your side seams expand and even lift, and your shoulders soften. And then just exhale, letting go of tension, junk, stress, worry. Now you can infuse this breath with this count also with your Ujjayi pranayama if you'd like. Breathing in and out of the nose, constrict the throat, and just fill up that breath with some firepower behind it. And as we explore the chakra Anahata today, our heart chakra, the color is green. And just a little background on chakra as you breathe. The chakra system is an energetic system. And they say it runs up and down along Sushumna Nadi, also known as your spinal cord. And the point is to pull and be aware of all this energy, explore the places each chakra resides in your body. Find ways to use your yoga pose to shift and bring awareness to all that energy. And let that energy radiate throughout your body and your mind. Today we're exploring the heart. The color is green. The element is air. So really be intentional with these delicious breaths. Just a few more moments here. Maybe you can even pulsate your hand on your heart gently and say its name in your mind. Anahata. Anahata, like a heartbeat, a rhythm. Anahata. Take 3 more rounds of breath. Maybe you up the number, the count you're breathing to 5, 6, or 7. Same number for the exhale breath. Pull your belly in and up to your spine. Get a little core constriction. Lengthen the spine. Reach through the crown. Just take 1 more delicious, nourishing breath, friends. Fill up. Breathe in some air, that oxygen, nourishment, and let it go. Nice. You can gently release your hands down to your side. Blink your eyes open. Maybe you bring your chin to your chest for a moment. Just let your hazy gaze relax on the floor as you stretch through the crown. A couple shoulder rolls forward and down just to let it feel good. And then we'll gently come forward to our tabletop pose. You can remove your block, take it off to the side. So set up your tabletop on all fours, fingers are spread wide. And you can have your basic cat's cows here if you'd like, or I invite you to jump rope your spine today. So choose one direction to go to. I'm going to choose the right. As you inhale, lengthen your heart towards the floor like you're jump roping the downward part of the jump rope. And as you exhale, go to the opposite side of your mat, round the spine up for that cat pose. And just 2 more times, 3 times total each side. So repeat that. Go slow. You get to match your breath to your movement here. Melt the heart. And then breathe into the back gates of your heart. Now, after you've done about 3 or 4, we're going to want to switch directions. So now you're reversing that jump rope shape over to the left if you were doing the right. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest for that cat. Inhale, just open it all up. And about 2 more times. Noticing the side seams of your body get to splay open as you round side to side. Then just finish it off and meet us back in tabletop pose. Nice. When you get there, let's tuck our toes. Take a breath in. Make your way to your down dog. Breath out. Hips go up, back, and high. Then some organic movement. Just pedal it out. Stretch the calf muscles, the whole back line of your body. Make sure your palms are at least shoulder width distance apart and really bring that energy up through the hips so your shoulder girdle isn't taking all the strain, all the burden of your body weight. Just pedaling out the legs, the knees. Nodding your head, knowing yes, so you can end on a positive note and soften the neck muscles here. So no tension. Nice, friends, and find some sweet, sweet stillness in your downward facing dog. And then just soften through your knees. Maybe lift your heels a little higher and look forward. Then tiptoe to the top of your mat, ragdoll pose. Feet are about hips width distance apart. Just fold in half. Now you can always really generously bend your knees here. Take any binds that might feel good. Let your head hang heavy like a bowling ball to the earth, crown to earth. Start to breathe into the back line of your body, but pull that breath in deep, still Ujjayi breathing here. Nice, full, nourishing breaths. Shift the weight side to side. Take some time to be upside down here. Different perspective from the rest of the day, from all that gravity. Then pause through center, nice long spine, and release your hands to the mat. Bend knees, rounded spine, feet can stay here. You can walk the big toes into touch, personal preference there. Round your spine slowly, 1 vertebra at a time. As you roll up to standing, hands by your side. When you get to the top, just roll your shoulders down your back, forward and back, each direction, 1 or 2 times each. Just waking up the shoulder girdle, opening the heart. Nice. Then go ahead and pause, flip your palms forward, feel your heart lift towards the sky without making it a back bend here. Engage your legs and inhale, reach your arms all the way overhead. Nice and tall, rooted in the feet. Take a breath in, lift your ribs a little higher. And as you exhale, right hand down the side, body stretch. Keeping that shoulder back behind the ear a little bit if possible, and opening up the side without collapsing in on the opposite side. Strong side bodies help you as you inhale up through center. And exhale, other side body stretch. Just reaching long through the pinky finger. Try to take any bending out of the elbow and make it rounder. Nice. Inhale up through center. And exhale, sit down into your chair pose. Send the booty back. Weight in the heels. We're going to go ahead and grab opposite elbows today, if that's possible. If not, you can always keep hands at your heart, whatever feels good. And try to get that nice square shape now to the arms, but pull the elbows up by the ears, the biceps, maybe even back a little bit more. Keep the heart open, the spine long, navel to your spine, friends. No rounding. Try to avoid any back bends. Keep it long. Nice. Now we have the option to lift our heels, shift the weight into your toes. And we're just going to explore some of this movement with our energy today. Option to lower down, test it out with a little squat. Maybe even you come to resting your booty on the heels. Now, as we come up to standing on our toes, take a deep breath in. Use the exhale to press your feet down, start to lift the booty, and then inhale, come all the way up, standing on your tippy toes. Hold it at the top. Just feel strong and solid. Nice. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring your heels to the mat, relax the calves. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Pedal it out. Take a moment here. First, big forward fold besides our ragdoll, a little bit of a different shape. Maybe you sway side to side, bend the knees. Loosen your neck, nod your head, knowing yes. Nice. Find a halfway lift. Get long in the spine. You can pull blocks in here if you'd like underneath the palms. Shoulders down the back. Slight tuck of your chin. Reach through your crown, but shining through your heart. Take one more inhale. Exhale, high plank. First one of class. And no, you can always have knees down for your high plank, but bring your palms under your shoulders. If your shoulders are collapsing into your armpits, press the earth away. So important for the longevity, stability of your shoulders. We'll find cobra pose with knees chin to chest for our first time. So inhale, shift slightly forward, shoulders ahead of wrists. Exhale, knees to the mat, hug your elbows back as you lower, chin to chest and untuck the toes. Land in cobra pose. Little to no weight in your palms. Press your toes down, lift the kneecaps because the legs are fired up. Stay breath in, reach the heart up and open. Exhale, release all the way to your mat. Nice, friends, tuck your toes, rise up through a high plank. You can come on knees if you'd like, or hover the legs. Make your way to your downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Let a juicy breath go. Inhale, soft knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, hop or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold in half, exhale. Inhale, mountain Tadasana. And exhale, bring your right arm down, side. Stretch it out. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain through center. Exhale, other side. Inhale through center. And exhale, chair, Utkatasana. Now grab your elbows, non-dominant grab. So switch it up from your usual grip. Yeah, nice. Send the weight back into the heels. Maybe you lift the toes, lengthen up your spine while your heart shines. Now we can add on, if you would like to, lift the heels. Engage your inner thighs. Even if your feet aren't together, you can squeeze the glute muscles. Maybe you slowly come down to a toe squat. Keep the spine long, find your balance, stay breath in. Exhale, press the energy through your feet. Inhale, come up to standing mountain on your tippy toes. Give that a whirl. Woo, check out that balance. Deep breath in, stay and rise. And exhale, bring your heels to the mat. Inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale, fold it in half. Nice, halfway lift, breathe in, slight tuck of your chin. Exhale, high plank. An option for your Vinyasa Flow, Chaturanga here. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, low plank, halfway down. Maybe knees come to the earth. Inhale through your cobra, or maybe all the way upward facing dog. Heart shines forward, shoulders down your back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Side it out. Nice. Let's move on. Shift the weight to your left foot. Inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Nice long energy. Level shoulders and level hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms. A slow and steady inhale, crescent lunge, rise up. Back heel high on the toes, front knee over that ankle. Arms to the sky or hips or heart, wherever the shoulders are comfortable. As always, squeezing the inner thighs so the hips are level and the hips and shoulders are stacked. So you have that full length in your spine. And imagine and just think today of your heart forward, open floodgates here. Nice. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, lean and fly. Keep the legs, but just hover. Bring your torso a little closer to the thigh, but try not to rest all the way on the thigh. Squeeze the shoulders down your back. Hands are facing, the palms are facing the earth. Really think length from tail to crown. So we're opening up the left hip flexor greatly, but we're really challenging our right thigh muscle, quad and hip, and the back left calf as you stay high on your toes and scissor your legs. So root down in your right foot. We're flying that airplane. Gently lift the left toes, come to flying. Soften your left hip down a little bit in line with your right. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching all that length. You can flex or point your toes on the back here. It's up to you. Whatever feels more comfortable, stable, and balanced. Yeah, take a breath in. Then exhale, gently land your toes back to the earth. Amazing. Forward reaching lunge, elbows frame the ears, or biceps rather, as you reach forward. Keep scissoring the legs. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching long. Nice diagonal shape in the body. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Left heel pivots down as you open up. Just take a moment to settle in. Inner thighs are opening, open hips. Strengthen your legs, press the back pinky toe down, fire up the back left quad. Whoo, all that work. Nice. On your inhale, reverse your warrior. Sweep the right arm up. It's that side body stretch. Flare open, fan open the ribs. Breathe into the intercostal muscles in between the ribs. Last inhale. Exhale, extended side angle, shimmy forward. The legs are staying stable for all three of those shapes. Now you can use forearm to thigh. You can always rest your right palm on a block, framing the arm, or hang in space, but we know it's more than hanging because you are lit up, those legs, the arms, the side body's fired up. Nice, stay breath in. And stay deep in your lunge, knee over ankle, breath out. Inhale, star, come all the way up to standing. Bring both feet, pointing the toes forward. Just reach here, spread open. Deep breath in. On your exhale, it's goddess pose. Cactus arms, heels in, toes out. So it's like horse pose, but we add in these goddess arms. So you want to open across the collarbones, squeeze the elbows back in line with your shoulders. Let the back muscles light up. Sit a little deeper without collapsing. Nice, friends. Now as you inhale, stay low in the legs, reach the arms overhead, straighten them. And as you exhale, tee them out wide all the way down to your thighs. Nice. So you can press against the thighs. Now we're going to bring the booty back, the heart forward a little bit. Before we were stacked, now we're leaning. And gently bring your right shoulder forward as you look to your left. Just a little twist here in the upper torso. In the torso, opening up those inner thighs. Stay breath in, and stay breath out. One more inhale, one more exhale. Inhale, come through center. Then exhale, gently twist your shoulder head, twist to the other side. Now your left shoulder head comes forward, just squeezing, rinsing the spine. Pressing into those inner thighs. Breathe in and out. One more inhale. Sigh it out. Inhale through center. Wind up as you exhale, your shoulders over your hips. Legs are working hard, I know. Inhale, start, come all the way up. Woo! Exhale, return to your warrior two, right toes pivoting forward. Inhale, reverse your triangle here. Front leg straighten, send the hips forward. Nice long diagonal shapes. You can look at your back foot or at the sky or somewhere in between. Comfort in your neck. Take a breath in. Exhale, palms to the earth. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Or you can skip it. Meet us in down dog. Go through cobra, then up dog. Breathe in as you open the heart in any of your shapes, and breathe out as you return to your downward facing dog. That's it. Same thing on the other side. Friends, inhale your left leg to the sky. Stable shoulders, stable hips. It's our first time through, so just feel it out. Breathe in. And exhale, low lunge, step between your palms. Awesome. Inhale, crescent lunge. Rise up. Slow and steady. Just feel the little micro shifts in your body. You can close the eyes. Or look softly past your nose. Scissor your inner thighs. Let your arms reach up as if they're funnels bringing the light down into your heart. Deep breath in. And exhale, lean and fly. Sweep gracefully back. Shoulders squeeze down. Back does some work. Navel to spine. As you hinge, bring the right hip forward in line with your left so the back heel stays high. Find your inhale. Maybe deepen this up with your exhale breath. Left foot is your base. Gently lift the right foot as you breathe in and land, or rise rather, into airplane pose. Keep squeezing the muscles down your back. Soften your right hip a little bit down, in line with the left. Let your heart lift up a little bit, that up dog lift. Your gaze can be forward or at the top edges of your mat. One more breath in. And as you exhale, gently land the back toes in control. Inhale, reach it forward. Just find that sweet length. Breathe here. Keep pulling that right hip forward, scissoring the thighs. Nice, strong, active work. Deep breath in. Exhale, warrior two, back heel pivots down. Open the inner thighs, settle in. Reach and expand your arms, your wings. Look forward, maybe close your eyes. Any movement is welcome, all organic, until you find that sweet spot and can settle. Nice. On your next breath in, reverse your warrior. Keep the legs, commit to the legs. Breathe into the left, muscles, intercostals. Last big inhale, maybe you reach the pinky finger overhead 1 more inch. And exhale, extended side angle. Use that shelf of your thigh, use a block, or just press your thigh, the inner thigh, and the arm together to light up some strength here. Rotating your left ribs on top, stacked above the left thigh. Stay for that breath in. Stay for that breath out. Inhale, star. Use the strength of your legs, rise up. Point your toes forward. Seal the pinky toes into the ground. You can feel your glutes do a lot of work here as your toes, your feet feel locked, and just open the heart. Arms can flutter back behind you. I always like to imagine I'm floating in water. Last breath in. Goddess pose as you exhale, heels and toes out, open up the elbows. So your back might feel lit up and strong and working and on fire, but the front line should feel soft. So knit your ribs in, make the core light up, pull the belly in, but really just let the front muscles feel soft at the same time. Nice, we've got a little bit of movement here. So you can bob slightly up and down if you want organic movement as some sort of mini squat. Keep the bend in your elbows. Inhale, actually reach up. You can straighten them, but a little bit. Then as you exhale, sit a little bit deeper, squeeze the elbows into your arms. Just 2 more times. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, squeeze it into your arms. Keep hugging open your legs. 1 more time. Inhale. And last exhale, squeeze the elbows in. Yes. Inhale, star, rise all the way back up. Point your toes forward. The exhale, warrior two, left toes pivot forward. Inhale, reverse your triangle. So front leg straightens, hips go forward as you reach, reach, reach. Find your comfortable position with your gaze, your neck. Reach and open up the front side of your body. Feel a little stretch through your pinky finger. Last inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Chaturanga Dandasana. High to low plank. Skip it if you want to skip it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Take an extra round of breath here, friends. As we flow through the next round, we're going to take some of the star pose stuff out of it without adding those on. All right, here we go. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, lean and fly. Match your movement to your breath. Inhale, take flight, airplane pose. Exhale, land the toes. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, warrior two, open. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star, rise. Exhale, return to your warrior two. Reverse your triangle, breathe in. High to low plank. Exhale, stepping back. Always hold a high plank through your vinyasa if you prefer. Otherwise, inhale cobras or up dogs. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps back and up. Exhale, step it through low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, lean and thigh. Keep scissoring the inner thighs. Inhale, take flight, airplane. Exhale, plant your toes. Inhale, lengthen forward through the arms, the energy beam shining. Exhale, sweep that energy to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Nice, Kirsten. Inhale, star, rise it up. Exhale, goddess. Maybe you stick your tongue out. Inhale, star, return to standing. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse your triangle as you breathe in, hips forward, get long. And exhale, chaturanga dandasana, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Third time through, friends, just one little teeny tiny change. You've got this. Inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge, plant your foot between your palms. And inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Exhale, lean and fly. Inhale, take flight. Exhale, land it. Inhale, get long, forward reaching lunge. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your sweet warriors. Exhale, extended side angles. Inhale, star pose. And exhale, horse hands to your heart, heels and toes out. Just a little bit of difference in the hand positioning. Make sure you press those palms together. Forearms are parallel to the ground and your shoulders are over your hips. So you're straight up and down in the spine. Yeah, nice. We're just gonna light up the core of the obliques with elbow taps to the thigh. Take a breath in. Now on your exhale, tap one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, tap the other. So breathe. And exhale, breathe, and exhale. Make sure your hips are staying forward, your statue's still in the legs. You're using the obliques to get that crunch and stretch. We've got 4 more. Last 3, keep squeezing your legs open behind you. Nice firepower here. Last 2. Each side, last 1 and 1. Come through center. Inhale, star, rise up when you are done. Woo. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your triangle, right arm up and back. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. High to low plank. Inhale, breath, open up your heart, shoulders squeeze down. And exhale, downward facing dog. Last time here, inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step through low lunge. Let that energy be strong in your legs, friends. Inhale, crescent lunge, standing, rise up. Exhale, lean and fly it. Take your flight as you breathe in, hover your leg, use those glutes. Exhale, land. Inhale, reach long and forward. Exhale, warrior two, open. Reverse your warrior, deep breath in. Extended side angle, full exhale breath. Star pose, inhale, helps you get long and tall. Horse pose with your exhale, bring your thumbs to your sternum, to your heart. Take a moment, maybe close your eyes. Use your body awareness in tune with the spine. Is your spine long? Are your shoulders back over your hips? Is your core pulling in? Maybe you envision the color green surrounding you right now, an aura for the heart chakra. And maybe you can even hear the rhythm or feel the beat of Anahata in your own body. Now sit a little bit deeper here. And if your eyes are closed, feel free to keep them closed or open them. Same thing, thigh and elbow meet. Exhale, squeeze off. And your inhales through center. And go side to side. And we're only here for 3 more taps each side. Tap and tap. Last 2. 2. One more time. Tap the other side. Come through center and inhale, rise, pause here, exhale, side out. Feel Anahata, your heart beating, reaching open. Arms are funnels. Pull the energy, the light into the heart, let it shine back out all the limbs, the fingers, the extremities. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out. One more inhale, fill up. Exhale, warrior 2, the left toes pivot forward. Beautiful work today, friends. Inhale, reverse your triangle, hips to the front of the room. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. High to low plank. Elbows hug back, shoulders only come down to elbow height. You don't need to go any lower than that. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo, take a deep breath in. Sigh a deep breath out. One more time, inhale, maybe pedal the legs. Exhale, breath. Moving right into our core. Inhale to your high plank. And pause here. Now again, check in with the shoulders. Are you collapsing them? Armpits, down, press up and away. Wrap your shoulders to the outer rib area of your body. Shifting the weight into your left foot, just hover your right leg. You're gonna feel the core and the legs slide up. We get to work all sorts of muscles here, including the back. We're just gonna tap the right toes to the ground and lift back up through the heels, squeezing the glute. Exhale to rise. Just 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Place the right toes down, shift the weight, lift your left heel in line with your hip or a little bit higher. You can flex the toes. We're gonna tap it down, squeeze using the glute, lift up. Only here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toes down, high plank, breath in to your belly with a block, breath out. Now that block's gonna come into your hands. You don't need the block. Oh, I have kitty paws reaching under the door. It's cute. All right, take your block in your hands. We're gonna point the toes behind us and reach the palms in front of you. You're gonna press the belly down and just lift and hover here. So you're squeezing against the block, hover, biceps by ears. Take the block in your right hand, pass it to your low back, and then reach your right arm forward. And we're trying to lift the hamstrings off the mat a little bit. Now take your left hand, grab the block, and bring it forward. Now in the left hand, pass the block to your back again and reach your left hand forward. Right hand goes back, grabs the block, and brings it up. So we're alternating. Right hand passes it back, and then re-reaches. And left hand reaches back and brings the block forward. Take the block to your low back. And reach, press your belly down so you lift a little higher, grab it, and bring it forward in the right hand. Now, one more time each side, we're working that posterior chain. Take the right hand, block to low back and reach. Left hand reaches back, bring the block forward. Woo! Last time, block to your low back. Grab it with the right hand, bring it forward, hold it up, squeeze it in your hands. Let's pulse the legs and the arms up. Up, up. 4 more. 3, you're done in 2, and 1. Woo! Go ahead and make a pillow with your forearms. Rest your forehead into your pillow. Maybe you shimmy your hips or windshield wiper your feet. Find some deep breaths with open mouth exhales. Release some heat. Amazing, friends. When you're ready, plant your forearms on the ground, elbows under shoulders, Sphinx pose. Legs are long, toes stay untucked. Press your forearms down and energetically squeeze back so you can feel your back light up. to protect the low back, core stretch. You can tuck your chin if that feels good. Maybe look side to side. One more deep breath in. Open mouth, sigh it out. Nice. Go ahead and press yourself all the way back to child's pose. Take your knees wide, your big toes to touch. And stretch out the back, forehead to the ground. Make enough room in the inner thighs for your torso to rest and for yourself to breathe and light up the side bodies. Let them spread open. Take a couple more cycles of breath here. Nice, friends. On your next inhale, press yourself up with your long spine. This is a moment to just take a sip of water if you need it in your practice right now, since we didn't do it at the beginning of core. Not too much, just a little sip. And we'll make our way after you're done to your down dog. So back through tabletop, booty to the sky, pedal it out. All right, we get to move on from here. I'm so excited. You might want to have a strap nearby, but we don't need to pick it up yet. It's just possible you might want it. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale to step through to a low lunge. And warrior one, bring your back heel down and slowly rise up to standing. So you want to melt your heel on the mat. Your toes, left toes face the top corner. Reach your arms for the sky. Now you can always squeeze the inner thighs. Maybe close your eyes. Option to look up at your palms. A little tiny heart lift with a back bend. We're going to add our back bend on right here. So breathe in. As you exhale, bring your arms down along the sides of your body. Then orient yourself so that your hands are on the sacrum, the bony place of your hips, fingers down. And it's like a camel pose. So if you know in your body, your shoulders work better anatomically with your thumbs kind of V'd up on the low back, that's fine too, as long as you can squeeze and try to hide those elbows back. Wherever you're at, when you're ready, just inhale, start to lift up your heart, take your gaze towards the sky, and just breathe here. You can press into the hips, but we want the hips to stay level. So you really want to hinge the shoulders down your back to get a little lift in the heart. Keep scissoring the inner thighs. Pulling the left hip forward in line with the right. Keep that knee bent in space over the ankle, that proprioception, because you're not looking at it, so you have to feel where it is. Nice. Last breath in. Last breath out. Inhale, slowly come up, strong core, long spine, arms overhead, warrior one. Feel the arms. Do they feel light, heavy, loose, more spacious, more tight? Just acknowledge. Take a breath in. Then exhale, open up to your warrior two. You're going from the closed to open hips here. Nice. Reorient, warrior two. Nice, friends. Inhale, star. We've been here. Bring your feet forward. Take a deep breath in and root down through the pinky toes. Prasarita, wide leg forward fold. As you exhale, just fold in half over these wide legs. You can always have a block in your practice here for the forearms. You can shimmy and bend side to side, organic movement. Maybe you just hang right through the middle, whatever you need right here. Couple rounds of breath. And try to bring your hips over your heels, the weights in your toes as well as your heels, but explore a little bit more weight in the toes. You can rock back and forth between both. Nice. Plant your palms under your shoulders. Inhale to a halfway lift, long spine right here. And on your exhale, it's low lunge to the front of your mat, right toes pivot forward. Yeah. Bring your left foot about halfway up like a warrior one, but setting up for pyramid pose. So heel goes down, toes face out. Just have this nice long spine. You can always bring blocks in under the arms here.
You can bend the right knee as much as you need because that hamstring might not be feeling it just yet. Just pulling the hips forward together and breathing. And keep expansion in the torso all the way through the crown. But feel free to hinge from the hip creases as you exhale to find that depth. Bringing your forehead towards the ground, nose towards your shin. Maybe you kiss your knee. Or a sweet kitty. Kiss your sweet kitty. Just take another breath in. Find some more expansion. Lengthen your side bodies. And on your exhale, fold your deepest yet into this posture. Awesome. So plant your palms, just inhale a bit of a halfway lift here. And it's forward fold as you exhale. Bring your left foot forward to meet the right. Nice. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold in half again. Nice. Now shift the weight to your left foot. Inhale, slowly rise, one leg mountain. Grab a strap if you might want it. We're going to big toe grab. Woo. Bring the right knee up in line with your hip. Reach for the sky. Pull the belly in line. And slowly release your hands to your hips. Big toe grab. Take your right hand through the inner thigh. Peace fingers to big toe. Just stay for a minute. Pause. Squeeze your knee in and up towards your armpit. Inhale. Shoulders down your back. Exhale. Kick your heel forward. About in line with your hip, though you might pull it up a little higher if you have that hamstring room right now. And you can stay here. Maybe the strap is around your foot instead of the big toe grab. Maybe you just gently, slowly open it up to the side. Find your focal point to guide you and try to soften and open the shoulders. The collarbones are wide. Side bodies are open and long. Just take a moment to breathe. Nice, Jacob. Stay breath in. Stay breath out. And with your next inhale, you can rebend your knees, slowly glide it forward to your one leg mountain. Exhale, low lunge, sweep your right toes back, palms under your shoulders. Right palm is your base, left arm, inhale, grounded twist, reach up for the sky. High on the back toes, still scissoring inner thighs here. Deep inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, Chaturanga Dandasana, hide a low plank last time. Well, no, there's one more option for it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, low lunge. And warrior one, rise. Back heel down. And you've got that 45-degree angle with the right toes. Level hips, shoulders stack, arms to sky, unless if you want them at your heart. Chin parallel to the ground. We're going to make our way to that back bend. So breathe in and reach up. And breathe out. Bring your arms down by your sides, shoulders down your back, elbows back, and find your hand positioning. I like my fingertips down. You might like them up in that V shape. Breathe in, lift your heart, gaze towards the sky. Breathe out, kind of settle in. Bring your right hip forward in line with your left. Squeeze the shoulders down your back. Let that help assist in lifting your back to lift the heart. You can keep the chin slightly tucked into the chest to protect the neck. One more breath in here. And stay for that exhale. Inhale, rise up, long, strong spine and tight core here. Arms to the sky. Exhale, warrior two, open it up. Shimmy around in space, settle in. Soften your shoulders, look forward. Nice. Inhale, rise up, star pose. An option for a bind for your prasarita this time. So exhale, bring your hands down. Maybe you interlace the fingers, or you can grab a strap or your shirt. Shoulders roll down. Lift your heart slightly with the breath in. Core is tight to protect the low back. And then exhale, fold in half. Prasarita. Now try to keep the bound fists off of your low back if possible. And keep squeezing the shoulders together and down your back. So actually up towards the sky. Opposite of the ears. Maybe you start to let the bind open up and bloom as the fists reach overhead towards the ground behind you. But if the bind's not serving you, you can always just release it at any point in time. And see if you can trust yourself here to shimmy the weight between your toes and heels, back and forth, just a few times. Try to fold in half just a little bit more. You can walk your feet a little bit wider or in a little bit more, depending on where you are in this shape in your practice. And take one more breath in. Stay breath out. If you have a bind, release it. Plant the palms under your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Pull oxygen into your brain to reorient to gravity. Exhale, low lunge, left toes, pivot forward. And find your pyramid pose. Bring your back foot about halfway forward. It's a little bit of a shorter stance than your warrior one. Use blocks under the palms once again if you'd like. Lengthen the torso. Your inhales help with that. And hinging at the hips as you exhale, finding that depth. You've got just a few breaths here. Maybe you try to focus on hollowing out your belly or releasing tension in your neck, forehead towards your knee, crown of head towards the ground. Maybe your hips aren't quite level, so pull your right hip forward. You can soften your left knee a bit. And stay for one more breath in. Dive a little bit deeper, last breath out here. Palms, find that halfway lift. So I say palms because I really mean to plant them on the ground or on your blocks. And then step forward as you exhale to that forward fold. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in half again. Grab a strap for your left palm if you want it. Root down in your right foot. Inhale, one leg mountain. Left knee lifts. And exhale, bring your hands down to your hips. Set up for that big toe grab. Either take your peace fingers to your big toe or take the strap around the sole of your foot. Inhale, take that breath, level your hips, knees squeezes up towards your armpit. Then exhale, extend your heel forward. Nice long line of energy on your right side. Straighten your standing leg. Try to straighten through the heel depending on where your hamstring action is. Pull your shoulders down your back. Maybe you open it up. The right hand can open and reach to the side and feel the spaciousness in your heart and your collarbones, the chest. Knit your ribs in. Core is active, always pulling in and up. That Shashuna Nadi, draw the energy up through the crown. And one more breath in. And stay, exhale breath. Nice. Slowly rebend your knee. Inhale, come back to your one leg mountain. Arms to the sky, full breath. And low lunge, gently tap the toes back as you exhale. Palms under the shoulders. And inhale, grounded twist, right arm to the sky. Left hand, press into the thumb and index finger to take tension out of the wrists a little bit more. Scissor your inner thighs high on the back toes. Last inhale. Exhale, last chaturanga of class. Take it or leave it, friends. You're amazing. A lot of strong, solid work. Inhale to open your heart. Press your palms down. Rinse the shoulders down. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Now when you inhale, come down to your knees. I said in the email, I forgot to say at the beginning of class that, and come to a comfortable seat. Little journal prompt. If you have a pen or pencil and some paper, awesome. If not, you can just do this in your brain and close your eyes. So I'd like to journal prompt. I have my trusty journal thoughts all written out here in front of me. So we'll take about 3 minutes. 3 things, 1 minute each, yeah? So when you're ready, just the first one, letting all this energy go. Your brain is maybe elsewhere. That's awesome. Here it is. What is your vision for self-care? How do you love yourself, take care of yourself? And what does this look like specifically in your day-to-day routine? 1 minute, whatever comes to mind, don't think too hard, just let it spill out. How do you love yourself? Take care of yourself. What does it look like already in your day-to-day routine? And breathe deep as you're doing this. Begin to finish up any thoughts there, what your vision is of self-care. How do you already implement it into your life? And just have an awareness of how full or empty the page might be, or the ideas spilled out, how easily or hard from your mind. Question 2. So what loving, empowering thoughts are you saying to yourself? What kind of things come in on repeat? And you might notice if some thoughts need to be rewired. So just what are some thoughts that you constantly notice you have on repeat? Write them down or just let them pop into the mind. No holding judgment here on yourself. Just about awareness, and awareness of the heart. And how does it feel when you acknowledge those thoughts, especially those ones that need to be rewired? Are they healthy for you? Would you want someone else to think that all the time too? And then the opposite for the good thoughts. Just really noticing your patterns. Let's begin to finish up those thoughts, writing it down or kind of making a mental note of the ones that need some rewiring. And then the last thing to write about or to bring into your brain is how, when, and where can I healthfully grieve? We all experience loss throughout our lives. Sometimes maybe right now for you it's fresh, or maybe it's been a long time, which is awesome, but we all experience grief, and in so many different ways. It doesn't have to mean the extreme death. It can mean just any little thing. It can be griefful that you moved, or a partner change, or an injury, anything, big or little. The store's not carrying your brand of ice cream anymore. Whatever it is, how can it be? Where can you healthfully grieve? And breathing deeply, full breaths in and out. And starting to finish off that thought, those thoughts. And then just taking a few moments. If you wrote, you can definitely just take a few moments to look over your page. And if you didn't write, just maybe reflecting back on the last just couple of minutes. And I'd like, especially if you wrote, the page to be a release of fears, an acknowledgement of your self-care habits and patterns. And if you didn't write, I didn't prepare you enough to have the materials, then maybe this is something you can visit later. It's really just about the awareness, and it's an awareness of our heart, because where our minds are at is a direct reflection of where our heart is at, and vice versa. And then that's how we carry ourselves, like it or not. It's the nature. All right, friends, to finish off, if you have a block or two, we're going to rest in fish pose, a great big awesome heart opener. Supportive fish has 2 blocks. Non-supportive fish has 0 blocks. I will show you both. So if you want to watch, or if you already know it, awesome. Supported fish with no blocks. You start laying down, and then you actually bring your palms to the mat and you slide them underneath your booty. So somewhere comfortably where you can stand like the weight on your butt, rested onto the wrists, the forearms, the hands. And then you want to start to lift up the abdomen and the heart, walking so your forearms are down and underneath you. And then kind of like wheel pose in a way, you're going to press the forearms down, lift up to the crown of your head, if that's comfortable. And we rest here with the legs active. Now, if that's not your jam, you'd prefer, and you happen to have 2 blocks, take your 2 blocks like a T. First block long, kind of where a bra strap might be, right in between the shoulder blades. And the other one is going to be the top of the capital T for the back of your head. And you just set those up nice and comfortably. Rest. You can shimmy it around until you get to where you feel you can rest, and let your arms Drift open to the sides, palms up. Now you can stay here with your legs long and your heels about as wide as your hips, or you can even add bound ankle pose, soles of feet together. Just let yourself breathe. And if you feel more comfortable with your hands on your body somewhere, maybe your hip creases, go ahead. And we'll be here for about 2 minutes. A nice way to open the heart. Just start to bring the awareness down to your space, to your body, to your brain. Nice, everybody. So as you're here with your chests lifted, just feel the light in your heart. Just take in a lot of air. And just be here to receive your breath. I've just got a few more moments, a few more rounds of breath. Unclench your jaw. Unfurrow your brow. Soften the front of your body. And feel your throat open. Being a vessel for the breath. A vessel to hold and store the light, the good. Being able to metabolize the bad, the negative. Maybe with your next few rounds of breath, when you inhale, imagine you have embers in your heart and you're taking in that air, and that air is stoking the fire, and you are firing and fueling up the powers of your heart. Letting the fire build, knowing it can spread. And take one last full breath in and receive that breath in your heart. And then let that breath go, quiet the flames. And then you can gently bring your eyes back to open and shimmy your way out of this shape. If you were on blocks, you'll need to lift a little bit with the forearms, slight tuck of the chin, so you can remove all that. We're coming back to flat on our backs. And if you weren't there, then by now you've probably untucked your head and lowered yourself back down. Bring your feet about hip width distance apart. Then untuck your pelvis so that it's neutral on the ground. Then cross your right ankle over your left thigh, supine figure 4. Stretch the right outer hip. Maybe you shimmy the back of your head, left and right a little bit, gently, slowly, if you need any loving, supported movement here in the neck. And while you're working on your supine figure 4 in the right hip, feel free to draw the left knee up towards your chest. Keep your toes flexed here, so toes are pointing back towards the knees. Any little movement is welcome. It's all organic. It's all meant to be juicy and good for you in your practice. Stillness is also always there for you. Nice, friends. We started a couple minutes late. We're running over a couple minutes, of course. Hope you can stay. All right, when you're ready, gently switch out the legs. Right foot to the ground, left ankle crossing over the right thigh, supine figure 4. Option to draw the right knee in towards the chest. Remember to flex your toes. Organic movement or stillness is fine. An option to still just gently look side to side with your gaze. Caress the back of your head, the base of the skull a little bit. And softening your shoulders into the earth here, collarbones always feeling wide. Go ahead and unwind this and draw both knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Gently rock side to side, caressing the sacrum, the low bony plate of your back across the ground. Some gentle movement. And then capture the soles of your feet for happy baby, or even your thighs. You can take the knees wide towards the ribs. And add on some rocking movement here. Stretch through the feet. Hamstring 11. Soften your gaze. Nice, so then draw your legs together, legs up the wall. You can flex your toes or point your toes or roll your ankles, whatever. Try to get your heels over your hips. Walk your shoulders down your back, and then just find some movement here. I mean, rather some stillness, the opposite of movement. Just settle in. Take stagnant fluids, swelling tension from the feet, the ankles, the calves, the knees. Let all that start to flush down into the pool, into the belly. Maybe your feet start to tingle or feel warm. It's a light sensation, that's fine. If it gets any stronger or severe, go ahead and bend your knees, place your feet down. If your feet are still in the air, that's wonderful. Take one more breath in. Stay here for your exhale. Then bend your knees, plant your feet down, to your arms out wide. Take your hips up and over to the right side of your mat. Release your knees to the left side of your mat. Supine twist. You can look upward to the right. Another little stretch for the right outer hip. Couple rounds of breath. Chin off of chest. You can breathe into the whole right side seam of your body, tracing the breath, starting at about the ankle bone. And with your next inhale, draw your knees through center. Gently lift your hips up, shimmy them to the left side of your mat, and let your knees fall to the right, supine twist. The point of that is to try to let your spine stay long from the tail to the crown. And look upward to the left shoulder gently nestled into the mat. Right chin is away from the chest and away from your shoulder. Maybe trace the side seam of this side of your body with your breath. And with your next inhale, gently plant your feet, bring your spine back to neutral. Then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourselves a big old hug of love. Big old bear hug. Yogi bears, not in the forest. Yogi bears are right here, squeezing you like you're the picnic basket. Take a deep breath in. And Shavasana, with your exhale, release it all. Heels a little bit wider than your hips, wherever it feels comfortable to rest them down. Shoulders down your back, palms to the sky, or rest your hands on your body somewhere. And start to soften your bones down and let them actually become quite heavy into the mat. And then the muscles, I imagine a jello mold, just kind of getting gushy and wobbly on top of the bone, softening. So you can come back with awareness to your breath. Filling up with your inhale, the belly, and then filling up your lungs, and even pausing with a little breath in the throat, the brain, and then letting it all go in that direction as you opposite back out the body. You are a vessel for love and light. Our bodies, our minds, we take in so much all the time. Everything coming at us, sometimes all at once. Creating something somewhere in your self-care routine where you can kind of get away or sort out all the chaos, all the overstimulation, and just come back to you, quiet space, and your thoughts. And the beat of the heart, Anahata. Let it rise and fall. And the color green, maybe it washes over you, surrounds you. Just notice the shade, the hue. Is it dark or light, foresty, or something else? Having more awareness is what it's all about. Just finishing off your thoughts, bringing your mind back to the room. Taking one more full round of breath, nice and slow. If you're ready to close off, you are welcome to start to wiggle your fingers and toes and roll your wrists and your ankles into your home, so you're welcome to stay in Shavasana. Maybe take a big good morning stretch if you're moving on. Reach your arms long, reach through your toes, yawn or arch your back or don't. You can always draw your knees into your chest to squeeze again, or just roll off to your favorite side. Enjoy the shapes in your body and the sensations that they bring, and revisit them often. And when you're ready, support yourself up to a seat if that's where you choose to go at this point in time. Eyes heavy, maybe closed all the way. Sit comfortably, sit tall, studiously, unshrugging in the shoulders. Work on the posture. And let's take that gate shape with our hands again and release the woven fingers and hold them over your heart. Maybe see the color green a little bit longer. Hear or feel the rhythm of Anahata, Anahata. And when you breathe, just know you have the embers in your heart with you always, and you stoke your fire. So we need to just have more love and more light and more space in our lives to be able to stoke our fires more. Yeah. Awesome. I'm going to bring my hands up to my third eye space. Prayer hands, you're welcome to join me there if you'd like. And I dip my chin into my chest, from my heart to yours with all the love and light. Namaste. Thank you.